Hey guys, what's up? Danny here, and today I'm gonna be giving you guys an update on most Republicans would vote for Trump even if he's convicted of a crime, poll finds. So, as President Biden launches his re election campaign, a rematch between Biden and former President Donald Trump looks increasingly likely. This comes as new NPR PBS NewsHour Marist poll out Tuesday that finds two-thirds of Republicans will still vote for Trump even if he's found guilty of a crime. Everything that Trump has ever been accused of has come out false, said one of the almost 1,300 poll respondents, Richard Holton II, 65 of Beaver Creek, Ohio. Holton believes the 2020 election was stolen, that Hillary Clinton cheated in 2016, and that Democrats start wars and are bad for the economy. He channels Trump calling the indictment in New York, stemming from hush money payments to porn actress, a hit job by Democrats. It's all made up, Holton said. He can't get a fair trial there, and it's all fake. There are multiple criminal investigations into Trump beyond the charges he's facing in New York. There are two federal ones relating to his taking of classified documents from the White House and his conduct around January 6th insurrection, as well as one in Georgia looking into his pressure campaign to overturn the results of the 2020 election he lost. Jury selection also began Tuesday in a civil sexual assault and defamation lawsuit brought by writer E. Jean Carroll, who alleges Trump raped her in New York department store changing room in the 1990s. More than a dozen women have accused Trump of sexual assault, and yet all of that seems to matter little to Republicans, according to the NPR poll. 71% of Republicans said they think that Trump should be president again. That drops only 8 points to 63%, even if Trump is convicted of a crime. So, Republicans still want Trump to be president, even if he's found guilty of a crime. Overall, Trump as president, 64%, even if convicted as a crime. 70% Democrats, Trump as president, even if convicted as a crime. Republicans, Trump as president, even if convicted as a crime. Um, yeah, so this is, okay. Republicans, and yeah, that's the overall. Yeah, here it says that Republicans favor him a lot. Let me read this. Paul, 22, of Bergen County, New Jersey, also a poll respondent, said he too would vote for Trump even if he's found guilty of a crime. He similarly dismisses the multiple allegations against Trump. Past presidents have not been charged with a lot worse stuff, claimed Paul, who did not want his name used. He supports Trump, he said, because he likes his economic policies and his stance on international affairs. He is not enamored with Republicans, but calls them the lesser of two evils. Asked whether he really would want to vote for Trump if he was convicted of a crime, Paul said, literally speaking, probably not, but in this case, it would have to be like 8 past presidents being indicted for war crimes for there to actually be a standard. For those who have covered Trump rallies, there are not uncommon sentiments, but they are out of step with where most Americans are. Overall, 64% of respondents do not want Trump to be president again, and that grows to 70% if he's convicted of a crime. That's so many rank and file Republicans would stick with Trump seemingly no matter what, shows the real stronghold he has on the GOP base and why he's considered the frontrunner to win the Republican nomination again. The twice impeached Trump has spent years delegitimizing investigations into his conduct. Trump has described them as witch hunts and deep state conspiracies. Most Americans don't seem to buy his rhetoric, but Trump's done a pretty good job convincing GOP voters of his baseless allegations, helping to insulate himself from potential attacks from rivals in a GOP primary. In fact, asked one of Trump's top rivals, Ron DeSantis, 44, poll respondent Holton echoes advertising support Trump that attacks DeSantis, messaging that DeSantis has left largely unanswered. DeSantis thought that he would make a good one, Holton said, but when I hear Trump's explanation of it, he helped make him and he turned on him. There's no loyalty, he's young, he's got a lot of time. There's a huge disconnect, though, with persuadable voters, making Trump's chance of winning a general election precarious. Just 29% of independents, for example, said he should be president again. It's a key group, especially for Republicans who need to win a larger share of them than Democrats. What's more, a majority of respondents said that they want Trump to drop out, given just the 34-count New York indictment. 58% said so, 41% said he should continue. In fairness, that appears to be a proxy for feelings around Trump. Nearly everything asked about him for years, from his approval rating as president to his favorability rating to whether he should drop out, has come in somewhere in that range. 3/4 of Republicans said that he should forge on, showing how strong a hand he has in the GOP primary, especially since no other strong alternative candidate has fully emerged yet. Biden's approval continues to languish. President Biden announced his re-election bid Tuesday, but he cannot get away from mediocre approval ratings. In the survey before his official announcement, just 41% said that they approve of the job, 50% disapprove. His approval rating around independents is just 36%. Okay, so let's take a look at the current Trump approval rating, right? So here we got the favorability ratings according to this. So favorability rating is 41%, right? So, and here we got the approval rating of Joe Biden, which is very, very similar to Donald Trump. It's basically the same, right? If you just put it that way. So Trump versus Joe Biden polls. Let's see if there's any polls right now that are emerging from the current election, right? So let's see. So the president general election, yeah. So here we got a couple of Reuters polls that are taking a look at DeSantis and Trump, or Trump and Biden. So let's see. Biden, DeSantis, but then Biden and Trump, obviously, Trump actually really comes out about equal right now to Biden. So I do think that Americans would probably vote for Trump after what mayhem Biden has caused, and that he doesn't know what he's talking about half the time. But we still have to continue to be updated. So let's take a look at the Republican primary polls. Let's just take a look at all the polls, compare all of the candidates right now, and let's see who's doing well, right? So obviously you take a look at this, and Trump has a massive lead. So let's take a look at the Democratic primary, and Biden definitely has most of the lead. Polls ending April 23rd. Biden-Harris, Harris-Sanders. So, is that, I don't even know. That might be Bernie Sanders. So, yeah. Looks like it's gonna be Trump versus Biden yet again, right? And, that's it. Yeah, so I think it's going to be Trump versus Biden again, and I think it's going to be going back and forth with everything like that, right? I don't think they're going to succeed in potentially putting Trump in jail, but that's crazy how DeSantis isn't really winning over Trump right now, and how people, they really are still supporting Biden a lot, right? So I think that at this point, it's safe to say that it's going to be Trump versus Biden, and, potentially Trump could win this because, people have, obviously Trump was served a term 4 years, and then Biden served a term for 4 years, and then the next president probably has to be Republican again, because that's kind of how it usually is. The two balance themselves out, but the Republican fan base, they continue to stay loyal towards Trump, even though all of this criminal activity is coming out about him. So that's kind of my observation right now. And who do I think is going to win? Well, I think that Trump has a bigger advantage of winning than Biden at this point, but we'll just see what happens though, right? That's just my prediction. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a great day and peace out.